We'll see the #4 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on last year's national champions, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner tried to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. There's the handoff. First down, looking for more now. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
This defensive coordinator better make some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
First down, looking to throw the football. The sure hands, it's West. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. They bring him down with the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength. The Sooners will line up on 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense going on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first. And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
The Sooners will line up here on 1st down and goal. It's an option look. He'll pitch it. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Caught quickly. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Great connection there for 6 points. Setting the tone early for how about the execution? Opening drive of a conference championship.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you. Usually it takes you maybe a series or two to just kind of get settled in, especially with all the hype. But not this offense. Got to give them a lot of credit. They were ready to go, and it really showed up on that opening drive.
kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. The kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Dropping back, it's Russell. Quick throw to his receiver. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Sends right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender when he throws the interception.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Picks up the first, looking for more. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again, undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. Crucial 3rd down play right here. It's press coverage now from these DBs. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Muscles past the defender. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They call the counter run here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Russell. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Touchdown, Alabama. They connect for 6. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
A fun conference championship battle in the early going. Deadlock at the end of the 1st. Let's check out the stats real quick. And as we move to the 2nd quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. Avoiding the sack, but the scramble results in just a very short gain. Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Brought down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal. And the Sooners will line up now. It's first and goal. Makes a quick catch. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
Hey, this defense coordinator better adjust to this receiver. All they did was get him the ball in space, and you can see what he can do after the catch. One defender will not slow this receiver down today. You better bracket him or use double coverage.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense. It's intercepted. The defense sniffed out the screen pass. Takes it all the way back for a pick 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Oh, my gosh. He completely baits the quarterback here. The quarterback thinks he can dump it off to the running back. The defense anticipates it, steps in front of it, and goes to the house for a touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Looking to throw. It's Russell. Close to the tight end. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Pass complete. It's second down now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete. So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Looking to throw again. It's an out route. The catch made. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. 4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
Looks to the left for a quick throw. He's got his man wide open. Touchdown, Sooners. Way too much speed in that play. They'll try to add to the lead now for the PAT.
That's taking advantage of a matchup there, Chris, by the quarterback finding his receiver. He puts the ball up in the air where he can make a play on it. They come up with that touchdown.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Returner looking to create better field position. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Catch made on the out route. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Can he make it to the marker? Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Fires it to the wide out. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Over the middle. It's Edwards.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the 1st down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Trying for a 4th down completion. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Pressure is coming. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The offense going with the hurry up. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Moves up 3rd down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Working tight windows. It's Russell. Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers.
Here's the throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there on what will be the final play of the quarter. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this away to start the second half. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The running game's really been held in check so far. Let's see if they can get it going or if they choose to pass and try to cut into this lead. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
So second and 7 and a 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And this one is dropped. My goodness, he was wide open. Would have been a huge gain.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Grab down the middle. It's Hale. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. They're going to run it here. After the first down and still motoring. They pulled him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Well, anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
Dropping back. It's Russell. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
An inside give now from the shotgun. I test the middle and gets stuck. That is just not open for business today.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Rolls it in. It's Hale. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. Grab near the sticks. It's Hale. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking for a man. Pass caught. Can he get in? Tackle after the completion down at the 1-yard line. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss in the play. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Oh, that one's picked off. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Well, Chris, halftime is about trying to make adjustments off what you learned from the first half. You come out to start the second half thinking about this is how we're going to set the tone, and you throw an interception. It's going to put a lot of pressure on this quarterback the rest of the game.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And now the running back's got it again. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Out of the gun now on third down. On the move now. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33. The Sooners with 1st and 10 here.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. And the Sooners line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he goes nowhere. Stop pulled behind the line of scrimmage.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. Nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This offense really clicking. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk, and he is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting them in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
And strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. The first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. To the air. It's Russell. Tries the right with a quick throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He flips it to the back across the middle. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion. They're trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Meadows. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Well, we've seen them do this in the past. A good throw. Get the first, and here comes the tempo.
And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Chris, what a great call here by this defense. They're playing man coverage. The free safety kind of roaming the middle of the field. Uses his eyes to be able to read the quarterback and really anticipates the throw to come up with that interception.
Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Second down after that completion. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to 31 and a first down. As we hit the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top. They got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's review how we got here. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Trying to find room. It's West. Tackle made after just a short gain. Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
Caught in the backfield. It's Thomas. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, I really like this call. I know it doesn't work out, but just trying to catch the defense napping, trying to get the ball to the edge as quickly as you can. Doesn't work out, brings up a big third and goal.
They get closer, but now they line up on third and goal from the 1. That's a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Sooners. This offense is still clicking. And now they'll set up for the point after. Look at the blazing speed for that quarterback. Kirk, if you're a defense trying to stop this guy, good luck.
Well, Chris, you remember this week we talked with the offensive coordinator. He talked a lot about how they have run plays on the call sheet specifically for this guy to be able to get loose and make plays. We saw that exactly on this score right here.
Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They finally get him, but that's a great return. The last line of coverage guys are just able to corral him, but a great spot to start this drive. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. The throw complete to the running back underneath. And that play moves the ball across midfield. First down now from the 42. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Russell. Makes the catch. It's Hale. Tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Second down. We're going to throw it. Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's third down coming up.
Now here we are in the fourth quarter. The offense just trying to come up with something to try to spark this offense and give them a chance at a comeback. Unfortunately, the defense is playing smart. They're sitting back, anticipating these deep throws.
Grab down the middle. It's Manning. Make the stop, but good enough for a first down at the 29.
Boy, the quarterback looks so confident there with this throw. Good job up front with the offensive line protecting on a pivotal third down. And anytime you're trailing in a game, you want to be able to convert. So good job by this offense.
He stopped, but he gets a first down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. Still no answer for this offense.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Receiver makes the grab. Solid tackle, able to get him down. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And he safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building in the lead here in the second half. Looking for the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He broke away, and they couldn't catch him. In a conference championship game, this quarterback, this receiver, having a performance we are never going to forget, Kurt.
You know, at this point, I'm just kind of sitting back, just enjoying it. I don't even know what to say from an analytical standpoint because it just keeps happening over and over again. But it sure is fun to just sit back and watch these guys execute.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Comes the offense set to take over here. Back to throw. It's Russell. Defense is coming after him. There's a screen pass to the running back. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off of a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. That's reeled in. It's Hale. The reception, that's about 7 yards, but 4th down coming up here. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Looking to throw it on first down. Makes the diving grab there. That was beautiful. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Looking to throw now on first down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Back to pass. It's Russell. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. Looking to throw it again. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tied.
That's not going to make much of a difference today, but it can be a subtle positive takeaway for a team getting beat down like this. And it demonstrates resilience. You want to see this fight from your team in this kind of situation.
And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. 26. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. The sure hands. It's Robinson. Finding space at the 20. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, this defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they called it.
Motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. Quarterback flashing the speed in that touchdown run. That's almost unfair, Kirk.
Well, I think out of all the quarterbacks in the entire country, this guy might be as fast as any of them. Why not utilize his speed when he can make defenses pay for it? It's a great design play and a nice touchdown.
26. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Russell. Makes the grab. It's Hale. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, this defensive coordinator has been all over it, mixing up the looks, doing a good job of getting pressure on this quarterback there. Almost a sack. They hit him right as he's releasing the ball. Almost coming up with another turnover. Just a dominating day for this defense.
One team stays on the sideline. Offense going for it on fourth down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Fires it to the wideout. What a catch! They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers.
It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
They get him down, but that first down will be decisive and give us our new conference champs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. And a timeout taken by the offense. 18 seconds on the clock. Come to the line for second down and very short now. He's looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. The freshman off the mark behind his receiver that time.
Even though that was incomplete, that was a savvy play by the quarterback to escape the pocket and the pressure to avoid taking the sack there.
So incomplete pass on second down sets up a 3rd and inches. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught over the middle. They make the stop, but good enough for a first down at the 29. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. The Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
The coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Tries to get it to the running back. And it's caught wide open with room to run. And they finally get him. He runs out of space and time. That's it. Game over. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had. And now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.